Today we are going to explore Iceland, my home country. My name is Daga and I will be your guide. Here are the skills you will review. Iceland is a beautiful country. I love living here, except in the winter when it gets very cold.
We have beautiful glaciers here in Iceland. Glaciers are massive chunks of ice. Some of the glaciers in Iceland look like chocolate cookie ice cream mounds because of the black volcanic ash that mixes with the snow that turned into ice.
To climb the glaciers, you have to wear something called crampons, otherwise your feet will slip. Crampons are spikes that you add to your shoes. You also need an ice pick. We have lots of icebergs in Iceland. An iceberg is a large mass of ice floating in the sea.
Some of the beaches in Iceland have black sand. The sand is black because of volcanic rocks and ash. Some coastal areas have basalt columns of rocks. There are seabirds and puffins near the coast. Here are some more beautiful pictures of the coast. We have some of the most gorgeous waterfalls in the world. Here are some of the waterfalls you will see when you travel here. Congratulations! Lucky for you, you have won a 1-week vacation to Iceland. A virtual vacation, that is. And you get to drive. But before you go, you need to find out how much an airplane ticket, passport, car, and a hotel costs. You also need to figure out how much you will spend on food and how much you will spend on souvenirs. Your computer assignment today will be to create a table for your trip expenses and figure out the cost of your airplane ticket. You will begin with a hand-drawn table. Draw 7 boxes down and 2 across. There will be 2 columns and 7 rows. Later we will create a table on the computer and transfer the information. On the next slide, you will copy the table you see. Follow the directions for finding the price for your airplane ticket. Schedule your flight in July or August at any time. Your trip will be 7 days. If your trip begins on August 5th, make sure it ends 7 days later on August 12th. For this assignment, I'd like you to draw a table first. Get a scratched piece of paper. Write trip expenses as the title of your paper. Draw a table just like the sample below. Before you travel, you need to check out your virtual airplane ticket price. To do that, you need to go to Travelocity, an online travel company. You're going for only 7 days. To get there, open up your Google Chrome browser. If you don't have Google Chrome, use a different browser. Ask your parents what browser you use to get to the internet. After you click on the browser, you need to type the URL address in the address bar. Type www.travelocity.com
travelocity.com and then push the Enter key on the keyboard.
It's time to fill out some information about your trip. Click on Flights, that's a little airplane at the top. Click on the button Round Trip. You want to go to Iceland, but you also want to come back. Type SFO where it says Flying From. That's the San Francisco International Airport. If you type SFO in the box, you'll have a menu that pops up. You click on San Francisco International Airport. When it says Flying To, we are flying to Reykjavik, Iceland. Type in the box REK, a menu will pop up. Click on Reykjavik, Iceland. Then you're going to type the departure and return dates. Choose one adult and press the search button. If you have searched correctly, the price for tickets will show. You will find the departure and arrival times and the round trip price. Put the price in your table. Here's how to find your airplane ticket price. Add the airplane ticket to your table. This is the end of assignment 1. Today you will figure out the cost of your passport and will add the price to your table. In order to travel to another country, you must get a passport first. If you don't, they will not let you into the country. A U.S. passport looks like this.
Inside the passport, it has your picture, your name, your birth date, which is when you were born, the country you live in, when you received your passport, and when it expires. It also shows your passport number and the city you live in.
When you travel to a country, border guards at every entry and exit check your passport to see if it's okay for you to be in that country. You even receive a stamp in your passport from every country you travel to. Here is an example of pages which have been stamped.
You are now going to find out how much a passport costs. Open up the Google Chrome browser or any browser. Type in the URL address www.google.com. Press the Enter key on your keyboard.
Type US passports in a Google search engine and press the Enter key on your keyboard. If you just type passports, it could show any country's passport. Be specific and type US passports. Click on the link that pops up. It'll say US passports, US Department of State Travel. Here's an example of what the website looks like when you get to it. It'll say travelstate.gov. There are a lot of requirements to get a passport. You're going to focus on one thing. How much will it cost for you to get a passport? Click on How to Apply tab. Click on Fees. Click on the cost of your passport. Click on Child Applicants under 16. You will now see a table. Look at the table and the prices. Look at the prices of the passport booking card. There are 2 fees. Using the computer calculator, add up the prices of the application and execution fees to know how much the price of your passport will cost. Here's a demonstration on how to find the cost of your passport. To use the calculator, type in the search box at the bottom of your computer the word calculator. A menu will pop up. Click on the calculator. A calculator will pop up so that you can add the prices of the application fee and the execution fee. To use the calculator, seize the Clear the Screen button. After you clear the screen, click on the first numbers you are adding, then the plus sign, and then the other numbers you are adding, and then the equals. Now you will see the answer. Put the answer in your hand-drawn table across from where it reads passports. Here's a demonstration on how to use the calculator. Write the price of your passport in your table. This is the end of assignment 2. For this assignment, you will be figuring out the price of your car rental and hotel. Now let's find out how much it costs to rent a car because you would be driving in Iceland. You get to choose any car you want from the company's choices. Click on the Google Chrome browser. Type www.travelocity.com. Press the Enter key. When you get to the website, click on Cars. You are picking your car up at the airport and returning it to the airport. Type REK for the pickup and the drop-off. A menu will pop up. Click on Reykjavik, Iceland. Click on the date you will be arriving in Iceland and the time you will pick up your car and drop it off. Then push the search button. If you can't find a car because there is no car available, try another website such as Expedia. Type in www.expedia.com and then push the Enter key. If you have to use another travel website, then it's pretty much similar to the one that you just used. Decide which car you want. Write the price on your table. Do not press the yellow button. This is only if we're really ordering it. Here's a demonstration on how to find the price of a car rental. Now add the car rental to your table. Now it is time to reserve your hotel and find out how much it costs. Open up the Google Chrome browser. If you don't have Google Chrome, then use the browser you have. Choose only one of these travel companies to find your hotel. www.travelocity.com, www.expedia.com, or www.orbitz.com. Type the URL address in the address bar and press the Enter key on your keyboard. When scheduling your hotel, you must use the same dates as your car rental and airplane ticket. Click on Hotels, type REK, and click on Reykjavik, Iceland. Type the dates you will be staying, click on one room, click on one adult, click on search. When choosing a hotel, you can click on a hotel to see what it looks like and what it has to offer you. Do they serve breakfast? Do they have a gym? You get to choose whatever hotel you wish. You are looking at the price for 7 nights. Here's a demonstration on how to find the price of a hotel. Add the price to the table. This concludes assignment 3. In this lesson, you will figure out how much you will spend on food and souvenirs using a computer calculator. You'll have $125 per day to spend on food. Here's a sample of an Icelandic menu. I took an example of one of the prices, but their prices are in Krona. In Iceland, they use Krona. The money looks like this. You can't use American dollars in Iceland, so where do you get Icelandic currency? You can exchange American dollars for Icelandic money at the following places: your hotel, the airport. You can order money in advance at your bank in the States, at the bank in Iceland, currency exchange places in the city. How much Icelandic krona do you get for every American dollar? To find out how much Icelandic krona you receive for every American dollar, you can Google it. Go to www.google.com. Type in the Google search engine, currency exchange rate American dollars to Icelandic krona. Then press the Enter key on your keyboard to find out. Try it. Now you will be finding out how much money you have to spend for food. You are receiving a pretend $125 per day for food in Iceland. You are spending 7 days there. Using the calculator, multiply 125 times 7 days, and that will tell you the total amount you can spend. Remember that to get to the calculator, on the taskbar at the bottom, where it reads Type here to search, you will type the word calculator and then click on the calculator app that pops up on the menu. Here's how to add your daily food allowance using the calculator. Add the food allowance to your table. Your daily allowance for souvenirs is $75. You are staying 7 days. How much money in total did you receive? Use the calculator to solve it. Add it to your table. Write the total on your table. Write the total on your table. This concludes assignment 4. Your next assignment will be to create a table in a Word document and add up the total of all your expenses. This will be assignment 5 and will be on a different video. Goodbye, boys and girls.